guys, welcome back to Tatiana Time. It's your host here, Tatiana Diomi, and today I'm here with
Zeinabou Coulibaly.
yes, and you probably seen her videos all over TikTok.
Thank
Um,
you, thank
yeah,
you.
she's very popular. She makes like a lot of commentaries on many topics on TikTok, and
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to know her a little bit, behind her account and just who she is overall. So, just to start off, like, how did your start in like content creating or like in TikTok begin?
I started content creating probably definitely in January of 2022. But
Hmm.
before that, I started doing posting videos, but it wasn't as consistently. Then I was like, okay, 2022 will be the year that I am going to like finally post TikTok videos just because I wanted to have like a platform and to get out there. So yeah, that's basically like just that is how I got started doing content creation.
Okay,
Yeah.
and in what genre would you say? I don't know if genre is the right word, but like, how
Mm-hmm.
would you define like your TikToks? On like, is it just like, do you comment on like pop culture, or is it like, is it music? Is like on fashion?
I would probably say it's kind of like a mix of everything. So basically just pop culture and what's popular. It just yeah, basically just commentary of what's like popular in the news. And yeah, I just like doing it. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's pretty simple.
Hmm.
And yeah, I've kind of like built an audience and of people who just like surprisingly just like want to hear my thoughts on what I have to say. So I think that's pretty cool. It's nice
Mm.
that I get to do that.
And do you remember your first TikTok? And do you remember, I think, like what topic that you covered on?
Oh, the fact that I don't remember my first TikTok, which is crazy. But like first TikTok, I would say like all the way back in 2020, like during the quarantine era when we were all trapped inside of our houses. I would
Yeah.
say like that was my first TikTok, but I didn't like actually post it. It was probably like private. Like it was probably like just like a TikTok dance that was probably popping back in the day. But my first commentary TikTok, I used to do commentary on pretty much everything. I don't remember the first video, but I kind of do remember the first video that I would say took off. I think it was something about a different. No. I, there was this there was two people who got into a car crash and sadly passed away. So I kind of like used like I kind of posted about it and
Mhm.
that did gain traction too. But then another one that I specifically like remember hearing so many people say their thoughts on was when I heard there was going to be like another virus similar to like the COVID one, and I was like, oh my god, like not another COVID virus or something like that. And then I guess that had 16,000 views and yeah, it did take off. So I just that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you in a way other than like posting commentaries, I guess also you use your platform to spread a lot of important messages as well.
Mm-hmm.
Would you
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah. No, I just say yeah. I feel like anybody with a platform should just like spread spread awareness and spread messages too. Yeah. I feel like people who don't, I mean, that's your platform. Not giving political, I mean, I guess that's you, but it's like, I guess.
Yeah, but no, that makes sense, especially with like everything that's going on in the world. It does make it seem like
Yeah,
how
it's
some creators are
crazy.
kind of, yeah, like in their kind of own bubble, but like not really in reality for real. And like
Yeah.
I wanted to ask also, like, how much research do you do before you get into a topic and before you speak about it?
Honestly, I don't. I mean, I feel like compared to a lot of other influencers, I typically don't do research. I just feel like the research is just already like, for me, it's out there.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, like something that's already like a well-known topic, would just post about it and would just like give my thoughts on whatever's going on in the world right now. Especially when it comes to Twitter, like I will just tweet my thoughts on like the devastating stuff that's happening right now, especially with Trump and
mm-hmm.
like people who are actually like born here in America are getting deported, and it's crazy.
No, for
It's
that is crazy. Yeah.
yeah, it's so sad for the most part. I don't get why people support that man, but anyways,
And like, is that the type of impact you want to leave when it comes to your commentaries and TikToks? You just want, at the end of the day, just want people to be informed, right?
I feel like with me, not being informed because that's not typically the content I post. I mean, I guess you would say that I do post that type of content when it comes to like pop culture, but
Mm,
I wouldn't necessarily, I would call it more as entertainment. But if I do want to inform somebody on what's going on, then I would love to inform somebody. And I obviously would absolutely love to make an impact on whatever's going on.
mm.
Yeah.
And now, kind of looking through your TikTok journey, um, like again, how I mentioned about your first TikTok commentary video. Now,
Mm-hmm.
looking at your account now and everything, gathering so many views and gathering an audience as well. Do you feel like I will say there's like a bit of a difference? Like, have you changed your content a little bit after you started getting a little bit got more viral, or is it kind of like you still stuck to the same formula?
I definitely think that I changed my content over the couple of years because during 2022 I didn't make commentary videos, but it wasn't just commentary. It was mainly like memes and relatable videos. And then when the commentary was doing well, I stuck to that. And I also like I love yapping, so that's what I stuck to. That's what I'm best at. But then
Mhm.
after that, um, I would say probably like in April of 2024, I started posting like funny Stan Twitter tweets, and that's what really like got got like popping. Like people did enjoy like my videos on me posting about Stan Twitter,
Yeah.
so I kind of like changed that a little bit. So I think right now I just post like funny stuff, really, what's popular in pop culture, and yeah, I mean, I do think that I definitely like do change my formula. I
Mm.
don't think I feel like with every influencer, I feel like they probably do change their formulas a little bit. Like whatever is good for them, whatever videos is good for them, they just stick with it.
Yeah. And I know I think maybe you went into this a little bit earlier, but
Mhm.
what kind of topics do you talk about usually on your TikTok, and how do you approach them?
Oh, the content that I feel like with TikTok, it just like I said before, it just stand Twitter videos, tweets, I think people like really did like those videos and how I approach them. I don't know, I just feel like they come to me like people always want me to post their tweets and I'm just like, okay, if your tweets are funny, not that explicit because you know how freaking strict TikTok is. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll post that. I'll approach you. Or I'll just look it up too, but yeah, but not even just on TikTok. I feel like my TikTok content and my content that I post on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, they're still pretty much the same as to how they were in 2022, just basically with the commentary and pop culture.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was just basically what I would still post and how I would approach them. I would just like look at accounts like Pop Crave on Twitter if you've ever heard of them. Um, and yeah, that's just basically what I would just do. But I don't want to get too deep into people's personal lives, though. 'Cause I don't
Mhm.
know how invasive that would be.
Yeah. And speaking of personal, this is like you have well, if you're comfortable with sharing a couple of things, speaking of
Hmm.
personal, how would you say TikTok has, or content, becoming a content creator has changed your personal life?
Or
Especially with
personal life.
balancing with school and everything, but also supporting you in a way as well.
Hmm. Um, I don't really necessarily. I mean, it has changed my personal life before. Like, it's like my source of income now. I would say, like, I make money from doing videos
Yes.
on TikTok. Yeah, period. Um, but yeah, I necessarily don't think that people treat me differently because I wouldn't say like I'm the biggest creator ever. Like, I have 100K. Um, but yeah, and like on my personal life when I'm doing schoolwork, I mean, I always make sure I get my schoolwork done on time, but there's like literally a lot of times where I'm procrastinating schoolwork and then procrastinating like also doing content sometimes, but I make sure I get both of those done. Like I won't
Yeah.
let those get in the way in between of each other, So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, I feel like I'm still the same person kind of ish. Like there are times where sometimes I just wish that I could just not like go back, obviously definitely not go back to where I was before, but like those there's like times before like content creation where I did like appreciate where I was trying to like when I was just chilling,
Mm-hmm.
quarantine. I did appreciate quarantine though, like just absolutely doing nothing and just watching movies and not having like big responsibilities.
Yes. And I definitely understand because now it's a bit more pressure, especially trying to keep up with everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I mean, pre- I would say not. I would say I'm pressured. Because before then, I would literally post every single day. Like I would stay like on top of it. I would post at least 4 videos a day, and
Mm-hmm.
I would just even when I posted one video a day, I would just feel uncomfortable. I'd be like, no. You need to post more, but now I'm like, there's days where I do take breaks, and I think I've learned that kind of
Exactly.
recently, like after my father passed, like when my father passed
Mhm.
away, I didn't post for a week. Like I just needed like to take a break from social media. And then after that, like I kind of realized that I don't really need to post every single day, I think I'm at a part in content creation where I don't need to post every single day, but I'll make sure that I post like I'll try to, but if I don't get to it, then I don't get to it, and that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm glad that I don't feel that pressure anymore. I'm happy I did though, because that I think that's what really blew my platform.
Yeah. First, I just want to say I'm so sorry for your
Oh,
loss.
thank you.
And just want to say that, like, again, I'm very proud of you
Oh,
and just
thank
far how
you.
you're going and like how far you're coming and everything. And honestly, it's very inspiring as well because I know
Oh,
there's
thank
a
you so
lot of
much.
upcoming content creators who also who might want to make the type of videos you do. But again, like
Um,
you're amazing. So
oh,
yeah,
thank you so much. You are too. I'm so happy I'm doing this interview.
of course,
Period.
yeah. And you know, I also wanted to ask. If you could say define yourself as a content creator in one word, what word would that be?
Ooh,
And
define
explain
myself.
why. Yeah.
Hmm. I guess I would say open, not necessarily like a compliment or like a downside. I would say that I'm open. Like
Hmm.
just open. You can just talk, like I'll just talk about anything. I'll express my feelings. I would say how I feel. Like I'm just an open person, you know? And I think people did like that though, because even when there's news events that are going on, you're like, oh my God, Zaina, like, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on that? Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? So, yeah, I would say that I'm open to like what's going on in the media. So, yeah.
Yeah. And ooh, what's the process behind like when you make a video? Like what type of tools do you use on TikTok? Like do you have a setup? Do you like yeah.
Oh, I don't have a setup. I actually use my iPhone 11. I remember like when I started getting making content, I would use my iPhone 7, and that was the big issue because my iPhone 7 quality, it was just so bad. It was slow. And then after I used my iPhone 11, I think my videos just started doing better. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Um 'Cause my iPhone 7, it was just pretty slow. But yeah, my process of like making the videos, like the behind the scenes, I would just use my iPhone 11 and a TikTok green screen from screenshots, and I guess that's honestly it. I mean, I don't say I want a setup though. I do have a camera, and I spent a lot on that camera, and I want to use it, and I won't put it to waste. I promise.
Mhm.
But yeah, just to make some YouTube videos.
Oh yeah. Oh, I also wanted to ask outside of being a content creator, is there like any hobbies you also dive into, like things that you do?
Oh, Oh my God, I used to write. I used to do screenwriting a lot. I feel like I even before content creation, I used to write a script. I'm still writing it. I want to get it pitched one day, hopefully. But
Yeah.
yeah, I used to write a script, and even before my consistency with TikTok, I was really consistent on that script. I would write it every single day, and then I feel like after I've started like doing TikTok, I think that just kind of took taken up time of my script, but I still got onto it. But yeah, I still like writing the script to this day. I'm pretty much like done writing it. I'm I just wanna get it like pitched out somewhere, you know? I just kind of lost my consistency recently. Maybe because I'm like done writing it, but I still like want to post it onto Backstage. Backstage is also an app where like actors can find roles. And
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Um, do you have any advice for, I guess, any upcoming content creators, who want to go into your direction of
Oh
content
yeah.
creating?
I would honestly just say like fuck what people think. Like
Hey.
just post your content. Post your content and be consistent and just
Mm-hmm.
like just post your content and be consistent. Don't care what people think. Don't feel too shy. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel stupid to post your content. Just
Thank
post it. And if people
you.
don't like it, if people unfollow you, if people make fun of you, then fuck that. Fuck them and
Mm-hmm.
just post. Just social media has changed people's lives in so many ways. Like just bring yourself out there and you never know what can happen. You never know who could see it. So yeah, just like I always say post on every social media platforms too. Like you never know where you could blow up from. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just be consistent in your posting and just fuck what people think, basically.
Yes, right. Because at the end of the day, like your social media is for you to express yourself. Like
Yes,
it's not for anyone
exactly.
else. That's your
Don't feel
platform.
embarrassed.
Yeah. And is there anything else you'd like to add for the interview?
I don't know. I would just say thank you to whoever is watching this. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, listen to Tatiana's podcast because she's that girl. So,
Oh, thank you, no, and thank you again so much.
of course, thank you.
Of course, yes, and I'll talk to you about the screenwriting opportunity actually.
Yes, 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 please. Thank you.